ChatGPT just launched a brand new upgrade to deep research that makes it better than any other platform's deep research because now you have way more granular control over what it's actually doing research on, and you can give it access to any app that ChatGPT has access to. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to set this up, how to use it, and some crazy use cases you could use it for. Now, in order to access and use this brand new ChatGPT upgrade, here's what you need to do. The first thing you want to do is you want to pull up ChatGPT right here, and you are now going to notice that you're going to see deep research on the left-hand side right here. ChatGPT is building out things for basically all their services. We can see that we have Pulse right here, and this has its own specific area now. Images has its own specific area, and these are allowing them to build out way better features for each of these things. In addition to that, we have apps over here, and now we have deep research. And we can see right here that this is now giving us a bunch of different things that it is going to be able to do right here. For example, I'm going to click on track sleep habits, and then we're going to have this go through and actually do this in this window. Now, while that's going through and actually doing that, I wanted to pull up this other window right here to actually show you what is new. So if we click on plus right here, you'll be able to see that this is where we could turn on deep research. And if we wanted to, we would be able to add in photos and files. You can't have this create an image, access agent mode, or other things. But what you can now get this to do is if you click on apps right here, you could have this access different apps. For example, Expedia, Slack, Zillow, we could connect it to all of these right here. Or if we click on connect more, this will actually show us all the different apps. And if we click on add more, you'll be able to see that they now have tons of different apps that you could get this to go through and do deep research for, which is quite incredible, and it unlocks so many different use cases that are going to blow your mind. In addition to that, if we come under these different things, you're going to see that they have way more things now. So don't just come under featured, because this only shows you like 20 different things right here. If you come under lifestyle, you could see that there's actually way more than that. And if you come under productivity, you're going to see that there's also way more than that. This has access now to like over 60 different things. We could see it has access to email, Stripe, some insane things that are going to allow for some insane use cases. Now, when we come back over to deep research, the next thing that you're going to see is if we click on sites right here, you can control whether or not this is going to search the web, and you could have this only look at specific sites, or you can manage the sites that this is actually going to search. So if you want this to search something hyper specific, you could get it to do that. If you want it to exclude things, you could get it to do that. And this basically gives you way more control over deep research and allows you to do much crazier things. In addition to that, once you actually have a full list, you could copy that list so you could save it for later, you could clear the list, and this just makes you get a way better outcome from deep research. In addition to that, as we could see right here, when we come back into the window, we could see what this is actually doing. And we could see if this is going through and this is collecting, then it's going to extract the age group, then it's going to go through and identify factors, then it's going to compare, then it's going to synthesize, then it's actually going to give us that research report. Well, guess what else we can now do here? Let's say that we wanted to stop this, we would be able to pause this simply by just clicking on this. Or let's say that we wanted to update this, we could click on update right here, and we could add in follow-up questions, or we could add in adjustments, or we could add in advice, or we could add in anything that we want. So basically, you can now interrupt deep research. You can tell it to focus on different things. You could tell it to exclude different things. You could remind it of things. And this basically gives you like a way better version of deep research because this is a lot more like a human now. It does take a little bit longer to go through and do this version of deep research versus the legacy version. But if you ever wanted to go back to the legacy version, I don't know why you would, but you could do that if you wanted to, which is great that ChatGPT actually lets you do that. Okay, so now that this is done, we can see exactly what this looks like. This went through and did 418 different searches, 27 citations. It did take 24 minutes, but as we can see right here, this gave us this extremely in-depth report right here, which is incredible. I mean, look at how long this is. It has graphs, it has all of these different citations, it has all of this, which is great. It even has this mermaid causal flowchart right here. If we come over here, we could see that I could copy this, I could export it to Word, I could export it to PDF, or if I click right here, this will actually go through and show me all the different sources and all the different activity that this went through and did. Now, before I show you some more of those crazy use cases that are really going to blow your mind, I wanted to make sure that you're taking full advantage of AI right now, because there are teenagers right now that are creating AI automation agencies that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And on top of that, Forbes just released a report that says that those that are using AI at work on average make 40% more than those that don't. So I wanted to tell you about a free opportunity coming up this weekend so that you could get up to speed or just brush up your skills with AI. What I'm talking about is Outskill, the first ever AI-focused educational platform to accelerate all learning for people like you and me, is hosting a 2-day AI mastermind training live this Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern on both of those days. And right now is the perfect time for you to join, because if you go to the pinned comment below, you could get free access to this for the next 48 hours. And this 16-hour AI training has already built 10 million plus AI-first professionals worldwide, and it's rated 4.9 out of 5 on Trustpilot. And it doesn't matter what department you're in or what you do for work. This works to help people that are in ops, finance, procurement. It doesn't matter what you're focused on, even marketing. It doesn't matter. This will help you out. In addition to that, it's also designed for people that want to create an AI business or want to make their business AI first. And this is what you're going to learn. 1, you're going to learn how to build AI agents that plan, write, execute, and report for you. 2, you're going to learn how to automate workflows that run even while you sleep. 3, you're going to learn how to connect tools like Sheets, Notion, CRM, and email to create profitable systems that you could use with AI. And you're going to learn how to use AI to save hours every week and get an unfair advantage at work. Not just that, you're going to learn how to profit from these skills, because people from this very training have gone on to get raises at work or even to start AI businesses that are generating thousands of dollars a week. And to kickstart your year, you're also going to get access to premium bonuses like this. 1, you're going to get the AI Prompt Bible. 2, you're going to get the AI Profit Roadmap. 3, you're going to get a personalized AI Toolkit Builder if you attend both days. And here's the most interesting part. When you sign up, you're going to get access to the 2026 AI Survival Hackbook, which is a comprehensive compilation of the upcoming AI shifts in 2026 and practical steps that you could take today in order to be prepared. So what are you waiting for? Go to the pinned comment below and register for it now for free. In addition to that, make sure that you get into the WhatsApp group so that you stay up to date on when the training is actually going to begin and anything you need to do before it. Now, that first use case I want to show you is actually going to be something that's going to be used to inspire you a little bit. So if we come over here into apps, we could see that we have Expedia right here, and I am going to turn that on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask this to give me a detailed report of how much flights go up for specific things. For example, we could come over here and we could say, I want you to go through Expedia for flight information and hotel information, and I want you to tell me how much it changes to go to Florida. We're going to put PBI and stay in a 5-star hotel throughout the year. I'm going to say, assume that I am coming from New York, and we're going to put JFK for the flight. Now, what this is actually going to be able to do is, instead of just doing some random research, this is going to access Expedia's data, and this is actually going to be able to go through and create something like this for me. Now, this isn't just traditional research where I'm trying to get an answer. We can actually get this to create an infographic, to create some research that we can then cite, and this makes this way more useful. And as a reminder, we come over to these apps right here, we could see that this can actually access tons of different things. For example, maybe we wanted this to access our amplitude and do deep research about what gets people to stay or gets people to leave. Or maybe we wanted to come down here to Conductor, which tracks brand sentiment analysis, and get it to do research on that. Or maybe we wanted this to access the stock market. We would be able to do that. We wanted it to access our GitHub. It would be able to do that. We wanted it to access our Google Drive or Go High Level or HubSpot. We could get this to access so many different things in order to generate reports from apps and just give us some crazy research. And we could see right here when we come back over here that this is querying Expedia. This is then using Expedia. This is then aggregating all of this. This is then cross-checking this with other websites, and it's going to give us a summary and actually report back on the research. Now we can see here exactly what this did. This went through for 43 minutes, so again, does take much longer. 7 citations, 125 searches, but this actually goes through, gives us an executive summary here, gives us lowest combined month, the highest combined month, the peak to trough swing, which is pretty insane. And this actually goes through the scope, the data sources, the methodology. So like I said, this is insane that you could actually get this to create these types of reports based off of custom what you would think is custom data. And it could show this, it could show the table, it shows the charts, seasonal trends. This is insane that you can outbuild this out with deep research because you have access to all these different apps. Now think about this. What if you hook this up to your Stripe? What if you hook this up to your website traffic? There's so many different things that you could do here. Now, for that next use case, I wanted to get this to access Zillow. So I'm actually in the midst right now of trying to figure out where I want to live in Montana. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. We're going to start up deep research. Instead of having Expedia on, we're going to turn on Zillow, and I'm actually going to turn Expedia off for this search right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say, I want to move to Montana. Please find out what towns have the most homes for 500K to 1 million that are over 3,000 square feet and have over 5 acres of land. So what we can actually get this to do is go through and do this. And again, I want you to think of all of the different information that Zillow has, because you could get this to do research for you if you're trying to move, like what I'm doing right here. You could get this to go through and do research in order to find out if prices are going up or down or how they're changing in a location. You could get this to go through and find towns that are decreasing the most or have the most price reductions. There are so many different opportunities for what you could do with this when you hook this up to things like Zillow, or you hook this up to whatever you want. And we could see right here that if we wanted to, we could actually edit this before this actually goes through and does. Now, here's what this actually did. This went through with this executive summary right here. This goes through all of the different towns that have something, goes through the data source methodology, actually goes through a mermaid analysis right here, ranked and results with quantitative. And we could see all of the different things that show here by county, all of the different things, gives us the interpretation notes, gives us town level profiles, gives us example listings that we can actually link out to right here, which is pretty cool. And this goes through all the different assumptions, limitations, and everything like that. And this right here is way, way, way more powerful than doing deep research on any other platform. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I would strongly suggest you check out this video right here that walks you through another ChatGPT update that I guarantee you haven't seen yet, because ChatGPT now allows you to build out automations that can automate tons of stuff that you didn't know it could. That sound interesting? I'll see you over there.